MJ take on sports fan entertainment as the Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the Golden State Warriors 109 to 108 on Christmas Day. This is my first game recap for the 2016-17 NBA season. I figured, hey, why not? Let's start with the biggest game of the year. And, this was a huge game, right? We want to see how do these new Golden State Warriors match up, stack up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can they defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers on their own court on Christmas Day? The spoiler answer is no, right? And here's the interesting about basketball. In my NFL game recaps, right, the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, I usually put an emphasis on those, and then the fourth quarter gets a big emphasis, of course, but I usually put more of an emphasis on the first half of the game, whatever, because it tells a lot of story of the game. We're just going to go straight to the fourth quarter, right? I mean, all you need to know is that Kevin Durant was having a great game. LeBron was having a great game. Klay Thompson having a good game. But yet again, for some reason, Stephen Curry does not play well against this Cleveland Cavaliers team. And really, the only answer I have is that he's kind of a punk, right? He's a little bit of... And that's a little harsh, but he just doesn't live up to the moment at all. It's not like Kyrie Irving is Alfred Payton or a great point guard, great defensive point guard, Rajon Rondo or Chris Paul or just a great defensive point guard. Kyrie's a pretty, below average defensive point guard. You see Stephen Curry have plenty of wide open three-pointers, whether it be in this game or last year's finals or the finals before that, where the kid just misses, right? And these are three-pointers that he's making throughout the calendar year. It's just whenever he faces this team in the NBA Finals or on Christmas Day, he doesn't play well. There's something up here that's just not there with Stephen Curry. It's unfortunate and it's sad to say, but we just have to face the facts. It's the damn truth with this kid. You know how many open threes he had? If he would have hit any of these threes, the Warriors would have won not only this game, but would have won Game 7 in the 2016 NBA Finals. But today, yet again, he didn't show up. But Kevin Durant had a great game today. He finished the game today with 36 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Unfortunately, though, he missed the final shot in which he slipped, right? And I'm going to talk about the officiating today. And the officiating today, to me, was pretty poor. I don't think it leaned heavily one way, but it did lean one way, especially late. Okay, Kevin Durant slipped on this play. I think this was a good no call, though. I think this was on him. I think he knows it was on him. He didn't, for some reason, he didn't have footing. Probably those skinny legs, for God's sake. Did not have footing, fell down, lost the play, lost the ball, and that was it, right? So that was pathetic, honestly, by Kevin Durant, on Kevin Durant right there. He's a great player, but you just can't lose a game like that. I've never seen Kobe Bryant lose a game like that. I've never seen Michael Jordan lose a game like that. You're too good of a player to just fall down as the clock expires, dog. You're just too good for that. But anyway, he played great today. And it's so evident that, man, the Warriors need this guy. Because without this guy, I'm not sure how good they'd still be very good, but I'm not sure they'd even have a chance of beating this Cavaliers team in the finals, this NBA Finals. He was their best player today, and I fear and I believe he's going to be the best player in June, right? We'll see if he's good enough. But he definitely looks like the second best player in the world and definitely the best player on this basketball team. But I have one big problem with today, and that is the lack of a technical foul called on LeBron James on a dunk at the end of the game with about a minute and 30-ish seconds left, probably like 40-ish actually, as he dunks the ball, gets an and one, and just hangs on the rim like King Kong, like Donkey Kong. That boy slammed the dunk and then just started and then got off of the rim. I have never seen that not called, period. This boy was on the rim for at least, I'd say 3.5 seconds, possibly 4 seconds, just doing this, hanging off of the rim, and then getting off. I've never seen that not called. And if you're going to make the argument that people were under him, there was one person that was close to being under him, and he really wasn't under him. I believe that was Kevin Durant. And if that's the case, then why is he doing this, right? It's because he's celebrating. taunting under the rules. If you want to tell me that's not a big deal, fine. It's in the rules. If it's in the rules, if it's consistently called throughout the league, you have to call it there. Whether you disagree with the rule or not, it is the rule. You can't do that. And one technical foul is huge. As hello, the Warriors lost by how many points today? 1. But the refs didn't want to call it. And I'm so shocked. And honestly, we must be honest. It's because he's LeBron James, and maybe because the refs were just getting excited in the moment. The fans were cheering and whatnot. They just didn't want to call a foul there, a technical foul there. But you gotta call that. The guy was hanging off of the rim like King Kong Bundy, right? You gotta call that, man. A horrible, horrible, horrible no call on that technical foul. You have Stephen Curry going to the line, who's a 94% free throw shooter, or a Kevin Durant who had been 12 for 12 on the free throw line today. This game would have went to overtime and good, because I would have got more free basketball and we would have seen more of what both these teams can do. Now, when we look at this Golden State Warriors team, they have now lost 4 straight games to this Cleveland Cavaliers team, and that has to be concerning. Now, one thing that I see as a problem with this team, they got a little too team-centric at the end of these games, especially at the end of this game, right? So they're very team-centric. They love to pass the ball. They love to move the ball. That's their move. That's their plan. They're going to live by that. But they also are going to die by that. You saw at the end of the game, they weren't running a KD isolation. They did run one, where KD took to me, a bad shot at the top of the key, that I really didn't love. But outside of that, they didn't run much isolation. They tried to hit Draymond Green like 3 times. One for a corner 3, one for a driving dunk, which he made. And then, he had like a runner, and that he made. And then he also had like another play where they were trying to hit him, but they failed and went out of bounds. Why are you running all these plays for Draymond freaking Green? You need Kevin Durant, give him the ball, let him do work, honestly. And that's why the Lakers were so successful, and that's why they won so many games with Kobe Bryant was, okay, we know what's going on. Kobe's getting the ball, and he's doing work, and he's going to close this game out for us. The Warriors, they get a little too team-centric. They're all, okay, I'm willing to pass. Someone's got to win this now, right? And the Cavs have 2 guys in Kyrie and LeBron that are going to say, okay, I'm going ISO and I'm going to win this now. Now, if I see a Richard Jefferson cutting into the lane, watch as I hit him and watch as he makes a dunk, right? And this boy was dunking today. Jesus Christ, the guy looked like he was 20 years old instead of 36 years old. So, if someone's open, yeah, I'll pass it, but we're running an isolation now. That's what we're doing. And the Warriors, they need more of that to me in the fourth quarter. And also, when the threes aren't going in, just drive. You have 2 guys in Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, who are fantastic free throw shooters. If you can shoot more free throws than the other team, you're going to win, because you're always going to shoot a better free throw percentage than any other given team in the NBA. You're just fantastic free throw shooters in KD, Steph, and Klay. Get to the free throw line. They get 2 3.0 centric. If the 3 is working, you keep shooting that, boy. Keep shooting it. If it's not working, and this is what the Cavs do so well, it's time to start driving. It's time to start getting some mid-range jumpers. It's time to start doing other stuff, and they need to work on those things. In terms of the bench, I'm very disappointed this season and tonight with Andre Iguodala. A lot of people are saying, the Warriors bench is bad. Andre Iguodala is the best player on this bench. Guys, he sucks this year. Today, 0 for 4, 0 for 2 from 3. Didn't do anything defensively. He didn't slow down LeBron. He didn't did he get a steal today? Didn't get a steal today. Did get 1 block. I don't remember that block. He doesn't do anything anymore, man. He's not a threat. Where has the Andre Iguodala gone from the Philadelphia 76ers? I know he's getting old, but the guy's only like 32. He shouldn't be like this now. Maybe because he was so just focused on his athleticism, and he uses athleticism early in his career. Now he's forced to use more skill. It is not that good. But man, if he's better, if he's a better defender, if he's more effective and dangerous, this Warriors team would be possibly undefeated. But the guy's not doing anything anymore, and that's the big problem for me. I might seek to ship this guy, and I'm gonna see, hey Philly, you want this guy, and then maybe we could take some young players on this bench and get this bench popping, get some young players off this bench, because Andre Iguodala, he's not been very good defensively. We saw that in the finals last year. Who was supposed to guard LeBron James? Andre Iguodala. And what did LeBron do? Score 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Obviously, someone's not doing a very good job, and his name is Andre Iguodala. They need to improve there, to me. No one's talking about this. We need to start talking about this. Andre Iguodala needs to be improved upon. Lastly, let's go back to the Cavs now. It's a big win for you. Kyrie Irving, fantastic game winner. This is something that he does, and Steph Curry needs to find in his game, right? If the three's not working, and it was working for him, watch as I drive in the lane, watch as I do an advanced technique, an advanced move, a turnaround J that is so incredible, you can't stop it, right? Steph needs this kind of move in the offseason, dog. Your three-pointer, it's good. Stop doing your threes, your 83s out of 100. You can shoot the three. Everyone knows that. Why don't you work on this move, man? You can do it. You have the skill. You have the potential to be able to do it. Stop working on your threes. Stop working on your half-court shots, and let me do a turnaround J. Let me stick my foot in the ground and do some footwork. Let me call Kobe Bryant up and let him teach me about some moves I can do in terms of trying to get open on some plays. That way I can make some plays late in the game instead of trying to focus on my three-point shot. This is what Steph Curry needs to do individually. And this is what's preventing him from taking the next step to me. When his three-pointer is not working, you got to get some moves, man. You're in the league. You're not doing anything during July, August, September. Work on some moves, dog. You have plenty of time. Get it popping. What are you doing, Stephen Curry? I'm calling you out today. You need it. Outside of that, LeBron James played great. He always plays great. DeAndre Liggins, starting in the place of J.R. Smith, didn't do anything. I mean, this guy, in 22 minutes, recorded no points, recorded a couple rebounds and like an assist. But he's pretty worthless out there, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because the Cavs get all their scoring off of three players in LeBron, Irving, and K-Love, and still no one can stop them. Ultimately, we will see both these teams in the finals, I predict, although the Spurs will continue to be very dangerous, and we need to look out for them. So look out for that. Okay, let's not just forget about the San Antonio Spurs. They're still alive. They're still very much alive in this NBA Finals discussion. Only one loss behind this Warriors team, or maybe even they're tied now. I have to check the standings. So let's not sleep on them. But for today, the Cavs get the victory. The Warriors fail, and we will see what happens in June. I know, I can't wait. I know the same can be said for you. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on this Christmas Day game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. What are your words? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.